What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again coming at you with yet another talking head video. Today we have rumors of GPUs. We're going to go over the rumor basically and maybe throw out some ideas on what maybe the hash rate for this rumored GPU will be. But before we get into it and before the sponsor, I did want to make some corrections on the previous video pertaining to essentially the Zen 3 refresh hash rates for Raptorium. Now, of course, there are some additional tests we can run that I will be doing. Thanks in the comments for pointing them out, such as basically turning off SMT on one of the processors. That could be a 5900X or the 5950X, and seeing how much more hash rate per core we get on those particular CPUs with SMT off with the 64 megabytes of cache. Great idea there. I think we're going to be working on testing that just so we can get additional data to maybe dial in the prediction there. Now, I did make another mistake in my math, not in the math itself, but just basically not the overall math, but the individual math. And that was stating that the 5950X was 8 core 16 threads when it's 16 core 32 threads. Now, the good news there is the overall math, which is the change of 16%, remains the same because the core difference between the 5800X and the 5900X is the same as the core difference between the 5900X and the 5950X. So as intended with my math, that is still accurate. The question that we have, right, is going to be how much does the cache affect scaling between CPUs, right? And how that's going to function, which we now have a testing methodology we can perform to hopefully get an idea of how that's going to work. Anyways, we're going to get into the rumors of the RTX 3050 right after a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you in partnership with GamerSupps. GamerSupps provides a healthy alternative to sugary energy drinks with delicious flavors like Misfits Melon or my favorite Blue Raz. I use the GamerSupps as an alternative to support my active lifestyle outside of content creation. Caffeine-free options are great for late-night gaming after the kids have gone to bed. And my favorite part about GamerSupps is that they accept cryptocurrency, and for a limited time, when you purchase a tub with cryptocurrency, you will receive a Bitcoin shaker. Follow the affiliate link in the description, and don't forget to use code SOAT at checkout. All right, so hopping right into it, we have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 rumored for Q2 of 2022 launch. Expected to be faster than the GTX 1660 Super. Now, for those of you not in the know, the 1660 Super has been a go-to mining GPU because of its not only low cost, at least traditionally in the past, its low retail cost, but also because of its power to performance. Until recently with the RX 6600 release, the 1660 Super was kind of the best bang for your buck as far as power to hash rate ratio. Now with the 6600, that's kind of taken its place. But if the rumors are true here, I believe, my friends, we will have an even lower power consumption at that same probably 30 mega hash a second. And this is why we'll go into the article. It looks like NVIDIA's most entry-level Ampere graphics card, the GeForce RTX 3050, isn't planned for launch until 2022. In new information revealed by Video Cards, it is stated that the RTX 3050 is going to launch close to mid-2022 and will tackle AMD's entry-level Navi 24 and Intel's DG2 128 parts. Here we go. While the NVIDIA RTX 3050 Ti for laptops rocks the G107 GPU core, the RTX 3050 for desktops is said to feature Ampere's GA106 GPU core. Previously, there have been a series of reports that the RTX 3050 series would include two variants, a Ti and a non-Ti part. The non-Ti part was expected to feature the GA107 GPU, while the Ti SKU was expected to feature a GA106 GPU configuration. However, the latest reports suggest that even the non-Ti variant will feature a G106 GPU, which means it should end up with a much higher performance than the Ti variant in the laptops. Coming to the specifications, there are reports of an NVIDIA GA106-150 GPU for the PG190SKU70 board being cooked up. The GA106-150 GPU allegedly features 3,072 CUDA cores in 24 SM units. It is also reported that the card might end up with 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, which gives it a big memory advantage over AMD and Intel entry-level parts. The card is expected to offer performance faster than the 1660 Super, but will be slower than the 2060 12 gigabyte variant, which also launches in the coming weeks. Now, based on these performance figures, the NVIDIA RTX 3050 is going to be competitive against AMD's Navi 24, RX 6500 and 6400, and Intel's DG128 Arc Alchemist graphics cards, which launch next year too. What will be interesting to see is whether the prices can be maintained, blah, blah, blah. We're aware of the price issues. Let's go ahead and get down to the specifications here. And it doesn't look like they listed anything but the 3000 series. My question is going to be, is it going to be GDDR6 for real, or will we get the GDDR6X? And the reasoning for this being important, of course, will be the total memory bandwidth. Now, if we have GDDR6X, it would be much more beneficial, of course, for mining, but with the GDDR6, we could get away with it, provided the bus width was larger. And this is kind of where I think we may run into an issue with mining outside of the light hash rate portion as well. So as you guys know, NVIDIA has been basically putting a hash rate limiter for Ethereum on all of their GPUs. There's no reason to believe that the 3050 would be any different. However, with light hash rate GPUs, we could be mining other algorithms and still getting good performance per watt on those said algorithms, whether that's Ravencoin, Ergo, Flux, Firo, so on. Name your favorite GPU mineable coin at this time, and this would possibly be a good contender for that, until we realize that not only do we have to worry about the light hash rate, but if you look at the projected specs here, they are dropping the memory bus from the 192-bit bus that is on the 1660 Super, as you can see in the specifications here, to a 128-bit bus. And so if it's going to be the traditional GDDR6 with a 128-bit bus, we will not be seeing the same mining performance that you would see in a 1660 Super. So while the card sounds like it will be performing gaming-wise on par with the 1660 Super, and it gets a better GPU core, on the mining side of things, it looks like it's not going to perform as well as anticipated, primarily due to the fact that it's using GDDR6 and not GDDR6X. But also, if you even compare that to something like, of course, the 1660 Super, we also have the bus width being tuned down. So we'll really need to see what the calculations are going to be for the memory bandwidth to be able to calculate it out exactly. And when those come out, we will definitely cover it on this channel. Just be sure to hit the like, comment, and that notification bell so that the YouTube algorithm lets you know when that video is available. Let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see a really good part? Could we get 30 mega hash a second at 35 watts off of the 3050? I don't think so. If you think so, let me know why and what calculations from the specs that we are aware of would basically mean that that would be the case. In the case as it sits now, I think we're going to be kind of, you know, if we get full performance out of the hash rate on this, mind you, there's probably no additional power. It's probably just going through, like the 50 series, the rest of them just going through the PCI lane. You're probably going to have somewhere around 20 mega hash a second, I would assume, at this point. I'd like to hear y'all's predictions down below, as always. Thanks for watching. I will see you next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to see more. Also, you can check out this playlist for more content talking about cryptocurrency.